the mindset heading into the tournament?
Just one shot at a time, really. I mean, we're just trying to get through finals. It's a quick turnaround for us, and they're going to have to reschedule. They've all rescheduled their finals here pretty early, so we leave the 4th, and then just kind of get that under our belt, get some good practice in, and go out there and try and win the regional.
How familiar are you with the course?
We don't really know anything about the golf course. We've been shipped out west several times, so we've generally done well out in the West with, we've been in Oregon and Washington before, California, those kind of things. So don't know a lot about it. The only thing I really do know is that the golf course is difficult. It's tough. It should separate teams, and I think that favors us. I like that. I don't generally, it's a golf course that is just a birdie fest that, doesn't really favor us, but one that's difficult and has some teeth to it is generally something that's going to be in our favor.
With all the success you guys have had in regionals over the years, is that more pressure on this year's team, or is that just part of being here?
No, I think it's experience. It's experience under your belt, knowing how to handle that situation, and knowing that they can go out there and win it, and not just. I think it's different to feel like you just want to go finish in the top 6, and versus going out there and actually wanting to try and win the event, and that's going to be our goal, is to go win.
What's the mood like of the team? Excited? What's the vibe right now?
Yeah, they're really upbeat, really loose, fun. I mean, they're out at practice and between finals and studying and last few days of classes. So it's kind of a treat for them to be out here, and the vibe's really good. The camaraderie's awesome, and we're excited. I think we got a little chip on our shoulder after a tough loss, a little heartbreaker there at SEC's. But we're ready to go. Everybody's playing good, top to bottom in the lineup, and we're excited.
Brad mentioned the success throughout the years and how you've been able to keep it up. What's been the overall characteristic and traits that have led to that consistency?
Just believing in what we're doing day in and day out and week in and week out. And I think we prepare them really well throughout the year, qualifiers, preparing them week in with our tournaments. We play the best competition every week, and they know what to expect when they get there. And it's just getting there and enjoying it and playing.
What's different or unique about this year's team?
It's a good question. I think top to bottom right now we have the depth this year, and especially at this point, I don't think that we've had it the entire year, but I think now, from 1 through 5, we have the depth, and I think that's what's very unique. Whereas before we've maybe had a few weak spots here and there, but right now 1 through 5 are all firing, and I really like that. It's good timing heading into the postseason.
Were there moments throughout the year when it clicked, you knew that success would be there at the end of the year and you'd be in a good position at this time of the year?
Yeah, you could see points of it where people were starting to kind of, some people were starting to break through and really get it. And I think in the last 2 weeks here, Anna had a great couple of weeks. You could kind of see her gain her confidence in Anita, and those are going to be 2 key players, moving forward. But they showed the consistency of it wasn't always there, but their talent is there, and I think they gained a lot of confidence these last couple of weeks, and they're starting to really catch their stride, and I knew when they would that that we're going to be a force to reckon with, and it's and Mo and LK and Emily have been really consistent for us all year. So Anita and Anna have really kind of given us that spark here late in the season that kind of gives us that extra energy, which has been really fun to see.
You mentioned some of those individuals. For those who are unfamiliar with the team, can you kind of run down the top 5 or what they kind of bring to the team?
Sure. we've got LK Go. She's from the Philippines. She's extremely consistent, very dependable, like I said, very consistent player, has been all year. I think she's, top 25 ranked right now, Palmer Cup selection this year. So, and then we have our freshman Emily Price, who's done exceptionally well. Once she kind of got settled in here, she's done exceptional. She finished. She and LK both finished 5th at SECs, and she's been very, very consistent as well. I mean, lots of top fives, top tens. I believe she's maybe ranked in the top 10 or 11 of golf stat rankings right now. And then we've got Ana Pelaez from Spain, and she's really kind of sparked. She's plays with a lot of emotion, and really fiery, and has got the ability to go low, and that's kind of been a key for us. She's gone through some ups and downs here in the last year or so, year and a half, and she won regionals as a freshman, and then struggled a little bit her sophomore and most of her sophomore year, and has really kind of brought her game back and worked really hard, and it's fun to see her kind of starting to break through right now. Marianne Vaisser, senior from France, very consistent. I keep using the word consistent, but just doesn't hit it as far. Exceptional wedge player, short game putter. She's kind of the least flashy of them all, but just an incredible competitor. And then we got Anita Owadia, who is from, she's partly from Nigeria and partly from England, but she's, you watch her play. There's a flashy player for you. You got hits it longer than probably most females you'll see in college golf, and tons of talent. Exciting to watch. She's got the ability to really shoot some low numbers, and really can kind of add that extra spark for us. And she did exceptional. She was undefeated in match play for us the last 2 weeks.
Anything else?
What's the difference between September when you started and now?
Well, just the growth of the team. We have so much more experience. Obviously you have a freshman that's developed a lot, and every player. We're, our team is in a totally different place mentally, physically. The talent level is the same, but we're just a lot sharper. Our short games, our wedges, our mentality, our the way we manage ourselves around the golf course. It's just the experience. It's each and every week learning something and trying to get better so that we are prepared for this postseason. We are prepared for SECs, regionals, and nationals, and that's what we do.
You obviously build for that.
Right. So.
And you're satisfied with where you are going?
Yeah. We had a great SEC, a great SEC tournament. It just didn't swing our way at the end, but they went out there and just played excellent. And we were 11 under against Auburn in match play, and they played well against Ole Miss, and Ole Miss was hot, and that's sports, and but it doesn't take away from the performance we had and what's gonna happen moving forward. So we just need to stay in that mindset and keep doing what we do.
Match play versus stroke play. Is that a good format?
It's a great format for TV, as they say. It's a great format for TV. It's a tough format. It's different. It's a lot of fun. I'll give it this. I don't, there's some great things I can say about it. There's some negative things I can say about it, but it's the format, and it's a format we play. So, it's a lot of fun, and the team enjoys playing it, and it's very competitive, and it's what we're prepared to do.
Playing in Athens and then following with the SEC gave you a taste of that possibly other teams won't have. Match play wise. Yeah,
exactly, and that's part of why our SEC does that. That's something that we've talked about in the meetings is how do we prepare the conference to be better prepared for nationals and create an SEC winner. So that's one reason the SEC has decided to do that. And hopefully better prepare our conference to be in that position when we get to nationals and crown somebody in the SEC as a national champion is what the hopes is.
You mentioned that overall consistency and growth throughout the year. Were there any setbacks or ever any doubt in the back of your head that's, no, maybe we won't make it to that point that we have?
No, you know what? We make it there every year, and it's just trusting the process. And these players, these student athletes work so hard, and they trust and believe in our process, and that's all we can ask for. And they believe in what we're telling them. They come here, they work hard every day, and every year we get where we need to be by the end of the year and prepared, and it's a great group, and they're bought in, and it's all about trusting the process, whether it's and that process starts in August and it ends in May, but it's a process that they have for 4 years here as well, and it's just day by day and shot by shot, and they're bought in, and we're excited, and it's what we stand for.
How does this group compare with some of your others?
Well, I mean, it's one of the most talented groups I've had, that's for sure. And like I said before, it's one of the deepest groups I've had. The depth of it, 1 through 5, is really, really strong right now, and that's what I'm most excited about.